Hi there, it's Judith and Desjardins in Santa Monica, and I welcome you to my backyard this morning for something that gives me a great deal of pleasure, which is architectural landscaping. I recently replaced my horrible exterior doors to my bedroom and to my kitchen with beautiful new Douglas fir doors that I could stain to match my Minka and my beautiful custom gate door. So my door specialist said get rid of the spray irrigation that was damaging. As you can see, these doors have yet to be replaced, have damaged the doors in the past. And so I hired his recommended specialist in drip irrigation, and he added this drip irrigation for me and created another problem, which was all the grass was torn up here. And I'm going to have to think of something to put in its place. And while I was dealing with that concept, I decided I have this beautiful Lincoln red rose bush plant that has been here for 20 years and produces these beautiful, beautiful kind of purple and red roses that are so gorgeous. And I had some other things growing beside it that were not inspiring at all. So I decided, why not add some more rose bushes? And this digging process reminds me very much of the therapeutic process. I've recently acquired some really neat new clients, and we're in the very beginning of therapy. Some have never been in therapy before, and I've been trying to explain that in the long term we have to sort of dig into the past, the childhoods which raised them, and take out all the things that were not productive. I have a lot of old rocks that I've uncovered there. I have a lot of soil that is not nutrient dense, and this is what we have to do slowly in therapy as I get to know the backgrounds of each of my clients, and to sort through and sift through what they were planted in, and then to replace it with these wonderful new nutrients, this special organic rose and flower planting mix that has all kinds of beneficial microbes in it. This is what I do as a therapist, is I guide them through the therapy process of sifting through the old, keeping what's good, making a new empty space inside of them where we will be planting healthy coping mechanisms, retrieving the lost, wounded inner children, teaching them to love their past and understand it, but to choose what they are going to plant inside themselves at this age, whatever age they are. I have some that are 26, some that are 35, a new couple that's 60 and 70 years old. And the bottom line is we can replace what we don't want with something that is beautiful. These were two new rose bushes that I tentatively bought yesterday. I'm not sure I'm going to keep them. I'm going back. This is a beautiful Double Delight, which is a fantastic rose. It has the most fragrant aroma. I love this flower, but I may choose to get a taller plant to put in its place. This one is called Rosanna's Promise, which are supposed to be the multicolored roses that are in the gardens for the famous British special that I can't think of the name right now, but anyway, these are beautiful also and multicolored. I like the firm stems, but they are not fragrant, and I love to buy fragrant ones. So I'm going to take these in my car, and I'm going to go back to the nursery and look at all the choices. When I invest in a purchase of a new rose plant, they become my children, and I want to make sure that I'm adopting the very right children, and so that's going to be a fun adventure. And some of the tools that I use in my landscaping are my trusty old wheelbarrow and these wonderful plastic tubs from Garden Supply, which you can use for everything. My old shovel, my pruners, another great old shovel that I have used for planting all over my property. This reminds me of the tools that therapists have in our training to understand how to diagnose various disorders and what's the appropriate treatment plan. Going to therapy is much different than talking to a friend. Here's another project that needs to take place. I love this bush, but it's too long, so I'm going to be trimming this today so that I can have a better view out my beautiful new doors. So this is a day in the life of your local holistic psychotherapist who loves working with people and loves doing architectural landscaping. Just in passing, a lot of this jade is going to be trimmed and perhaps moved to different locations. I used them originally to keep the sprinkler spray from going onto the house. So I'll keep the best, trim them. Buddha is getting overrun by jade over here, so that's another project. And I may be donating some of these for my neighbors. So glad to have you with me today. I send you blessings around the world in your various projects to create beauty inside and outside your world. Thank you.